After a couple of warm weeks, it's easy to forget we were coming out of one of our coldest winters in years.
That's true, and here we go again. A freeze warning in effect tonight north of I-10. Fox 10 News meteorologist Matt Barentine with a live look at some of those consequences a late freeze can have. Hi there, Matt.
Hey there, Lenise. What we're looking at right here are pansies, and these are obviously cold-tolerant plants, so these will be okay. But if you've taken advantage of the recent warmth to plant springtime flowers or vegetables, you could end up back at square one. Because keep in mind, all those little plants spent the first part of their lives in nice, warm greenhouses. For our metro areas along and north of I-10, our last freeze is generally in early March, but tomorrow, in the morning of the 26th, we could have one of our latest freezes in the past 14 years.
Grandpa said you don't plant anything before Good Friday, you don't mind replacing.
Sage advice from Ernie Wilkerson at Laura Kay's Nursery. He spent the day trying to save his inventory from tonight's chilly temperatures. Most of the delicate plants he moved back into a greenhouse, the same place where these plants began their lives, away from the elements.
All the pretty things that everybody's buying, all greenhouse grown, so they're tender. They're not used to the freeze. If they were, they'd look like everything in your yard already burnt or dead.
If you have already planted some little flowers or vegetables, hopefully you save the plastic pots. Wilkerson showed us how those can save your seedlings.
Like if you've already planted your tomatoes, you can take and put a pot over them and put it down good so the wind won't blow it off.
Wilkerson says the pots will hold the ground's warmth.
So the heat's going to come up underneath here like a little greenhouse and it'll trap it, and the frost hit the pot, but it won't get on my plant.
Wilkerson says a good watering will also help, not only to hold in the warmth, but also to keep the delicate plants from drying out in the stiff north wind. I also spoke with Extension Agent James Miles today. He told me that flowering fruits, say like peaches or blueberries, they could also be affected tonight, so protect those if you can. And another tip I heard from Wilkerson on these sago palms, many of you have probably had them burn up in your yards, turn all brown. Well, do this with them. Completely cut them back if they've all turned brown. He said, don't worry, they're not dead. When it warms back up, these things will leaf back out. So we just got to get through one more cold night, and we'll see what happens through the rest of the season. This is obviously getting right towards the end of when we'd expect to see a freeze. In Mobile, Matt Barentine, Fox 10 News.
Good suggestion there, using the old flower pots if you still have them after planting.
Nice, simple idea. Perfect. Thanks, Matt.